We welcome you into a special episode of Talking Blizz with Joey Bonadonna. And it's playoffs time here in Green Bay. And we're excited to be joined by three players here at the Green Bay Blizzard: quarterback Max Meylor, defensive back Ravarius Rivers, and defensive lineman Scean Mustin. Guys, really appreciate your time this week as we dive into this matchup against Quad City on Friday. But first off, we'll start with Max here. How are we feeling going into this week? Another big matchup with the Steamwheelers, and this time a playoff game on the line.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good. This is our fourth time playing Quad City, so we know each other very well at this point. But we're really excited to be back at the Rest Center playing in front of our home fans. So really excited, and it's time to get another win again.
And Vi, now for you this year, the last stretch here has really been an important part of your season as you've gone through a pretty impressive stretch here, interceptions in a lot of your last few games. What does getting to this point in the playoffs mean for you personally?
Well, it means just finishing strong. That was a big point of emphasis that I had for myself for the season, for every game. Just make sure I finish strong, and I think that attitude has brought about good things for us, and I think I'm going to continue to try to do that.
And Scean, you get to rejoin the squad over the last few weeks after being on IR, but your presence, it's been shown over the last few weeks, rounding out this defensive line rotation as where it was earlier in the season. What's it been like to get back out on the field right before the playoffs?
It feels good. Especially against Sioux Falls, I got my legs back right under me. It felt good being out there with the boys again and playing football with them and competing with them.
And as we go into the playoffs, all three of you guys have some form of championship pedigree throughout your playing career, all playing for national championships at your respective level in college. Um, for all of you guys, what does that mean for you, and what winning means for, obviously it's the aim of the game, but to be able to have that on your resume uh, coming into this one here this week, in the next few weeks here in the IFL playoffs?
I could say for me, it's been a player-led team. Of course, we have our coaches and their schemes and everything like that, but as far as accountability and camaraderie, that this team has, the unity that we have has been taking us a far way throughout the season. We don't really shy away from mistakes and stuff. We usually just uh, help each other up and continue to play with each other. Know that that they got my back and I got their backs.
Yeah, it's a special time. I know Vi and Mustin got the national championship in college. I fell a little short, but the goal was win conference, which we secured the number one seed, and then win the national championship was our second goal, and we're right there. And we're taking every game week by week, every practice by practice. So just keeping your head steady, one step at a time. And right now it's just all Quad City, but we've secured one goal. Now it's on to the next, and that starts Friday night at the Resh.
Yeah, so I think having that championship experience and those deep playoff runs, I think it helps us a whole lot because our leaders are the ones that's been through that, so we'll know how to navigate the storms when we get to them because there's going to be ups and downs, but we just got to know how to keep our heads.
And for you, Max and Vi, this is your second year with the team here in Green Bay. Obviously, a different go around this year, falling short of the playoffs last year. And now this year, being able to get to the dance. What was different about this team from the get-go, about the goals that were laid out and ahead of you, and how you guys went out and achieved those goals?
Yeah, so what Scean Mustin said earlier, just player led. We brought back some starters from last year, me, Vi, Sean Steele, who were key players last year. And we just knew that if we want to be great, it starts with the players and leading each other every day, and keeping players accountable. Accountability has been one of our big goals, just to harp on just everyone on the same page. And if not, we got to get back on the same page. So, yeah, the player led team is what wins championships.
Absolutely. I think, well, being this is my first full season, last year coming in towards the middle of the season, I took more of a backseat role when it came to leading and, being vocal about certain things. But I think coming in this year, I was able to take it, just by the horns fully because I was able to be here from the very beginning and not having to show and prove myself to guys that have already been on the team. And I was able to do that.
And for you, Sean, looking at this is your first year with the team. What was that like being able to join this squad, coming in early part of the season, coming into camp, and taking on a big leadership role from the get-go?
It's been amazing. Most of the teams I don't really lead by my voice. I lead by example. But this year they trusted me enough to lead by my voice, and I think the team really embraced it, especially the D line, the defense. Knowing that me and Vi out there are the two most vocal people, including Sean Steele and everybody, we all have our one voice. Um, but having that type of pedigree with people that won the championship, been to playoffs, and been through that kind of role in different leagues and college and stuff is really powerful for us. And I feel like I've been blessed to be a part of it.
And looking at this defensive unit this year, among many metrics, best in the IFL, Vi and Sean, what can you tell me about the pride that you guys put in to producing on that side of the ball?
Well, we just take it personal. We think we don't really want anybody to score anything on us. We don't want to give up any yards. We don't want to give up any completions. We want to sack the quarterback every time he drives back. So I think when you have those type of goals, everything that happened for us kind of just lays itself out when you got the willpower and the determination from your leaders that, we want to make plays. It's kind of like a healthy competition between us. There's a bunch of plays. As soon as Sean makes a play, I'm making a play, and that's just how we feed off each other. Just being able to bounce back on one another, knowing that if one person or one group isn't playing to the fullest potential, to help bring those guys back up. So I think we play well off each other as a unit and as just as teammates.
Yeah, going off of what Vi said, it's a competition between us. We don't really, at least for me, I don't look at stats. I look at overarching goal of victory and whatever we can do or I can do to get my team there, prepare my team to get there. That's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to do.
And Max, on the offensive side of the ball, I mean, outside of you and your center, Trent Clark, this is a largely rookie team. It's a very young offensive side of the ball. What was that challenge for you to be the guy that had been in this league before to try and lead this unit to where it's been and the success that you guys have on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I try to put myself in their shoes. Last year I struggled with many of things, just because indoor football is something we never practiced growing up. It's still football, but obviously there's some different rule changes and timing and whatnot. So you could probably look at the stats, but the first probably third of the season, man, it took us a little time to get going. And at the end of the day, I think that helped us because it humbled us. Having Trent leading the O line, it's changed the game for me. he really is one of the best. And bringing in all the other O linemen, he got them on that page that he's on, and it's been really fun to watch. But as a dominant rookie offense, I think it's great because all these guys are hungry to prove themselves that they can play in this league and they want to be the best in this league. So it's been really fun to watch. And the past month or so, I feel like we're starting to click. And one thing I really like about our offense is that we're balanced. We got a great O line. We got two dynamic running backs, multiple receivers that can make plays. So it's been really fun this season leading this offense.
And then previewing this matchup with Quad City, the last time you guys went out against this squad, you did fall on the road, 37-27. Now, obviously, a few weeks removed from that, and now knowing that you get this squad again in your own home arena, what's a few things you take from that game and trying to right the wrong here in round one of the playoffs?
Yeah, so watching film, we had 16 third downs. And I would say half of those were 3rd and 10 or more. So just staying in front of the sticks. We had a lot of penalties that, some holding penalties, just things that we were just shooting ourselves in the foot. So if we play our game, play smart, and play disciplined, we will score more than 27 points. So after scoring 27 that game, it kind of woke us up, humbled us. So yeah, as long as we stay in front of the sticks and play discipline, I think we will be a lot better than last time we played them.
Defensively, I think just being able to lock in and have attention to detail. We didn't give up a ton of points, but there were scores that plays we wish we could redo and stuff. And I think we'll be good moving forward because we understand. It's win or go home. So I think offense going to swing it around better this time. Defense steps it up, and I think we have an overall dominant performance come Friday.
And then finally, just a few more questions before we wrap things up here. First home playoff game since 2019, Coach Roberson's first year as head coach. And this would be, with a playoff win, be the first one since 2012. So obviously a lot of history has been made over this year. But, what goes into this game knowing that there's an opportunity to just make a little bit more here this 1 week?
Really, we're just looking for the win. Our overall goal is to go to the championship, but for 1 week at a time, one play at a time, one drive at a time, we just got to get the win first. It's cool to have the history that we've been historical season we've been having this season. But like Ryan said, we try to compete with each other and get to that chip, so we all can be happy at the end, not be satisfied, complacent with what we got right now.
Yeah, just one more. We want one more game after this one. We want one more drive, just one more opportunity. So, thinking about the past is fine and stuff, but I think just allowing ourselves to move forward with what we have going on, I think that's our best outreach, our best outlook on things.
And finally, you guys kind of all touched on it, that mantra of one more. What does that mean for you guys, those two words? As obviously you guys touched on it for this week, but what has that meant for you guys over the last few months here in 2024?
For me, it's been destroyed my whole football career. If they had one more pick in the draft or one more play where I could have made myself better, one more second less than that, but I had in my pro day, it'll be a different story where I've been at right now. So I play this game 1 more percent every time I get out there. Just try to be the best that I can be for the team and for myself.
Yeah, so I would say my one more is just leave no doubt. I don't want to, after the game, think, what if I did this? What if I did that? What if I studied a little longer, like more film, one more rep, whatever it is. I just don't want to leave no doubt, knowing that I gave it my all will make me sleep better at night. So just that one more mentality has changed this culture of the Green Bay Blizzard, and we're all bought in.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Max and Sean summed it up perfectly. One more.
Well, we appreciate your time this week, guys. Obviously, going to be an exciting game going into the Resch Center and taking on the Quad City Steamwheelers this Friday, first round of the playoffs here in Green Bay. And obviously, big week ahead. Appreciate your time to sit down and break everything down with us.
Thank you for
Thank you,
having us.
Joey.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Joey.
And
See you Friday night.
We'll see you Friday night. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Talking Blizz. We'll see you in the next one. And as always, go Blizz.